Wow, we made it. What a drive that was to get to the Natural Bridge here in Virginia.
This is not the Natural Bridge.
It's not?
Uh-uh.
Today on Adventures That Rock, we're going to explore Natural Bridge, Virginia. This has been a historic mark for all kinds of visitors over many years. One thing that I actually loved is this sign right here when we pulled up into the parking lot. It's not a flashy digital sign, but neither is Natural Bridge. It's just a natural structure out there in limestone in the environment that we're gonna go check out. Let's go on an adventure that rocks. Start our adventure on the Natural Bridge. First, you've got to get your tickets inside the visitor center, so let's go. In this gift shop, they have postcards. What's cool about that? Well, here at Natural Bridge, they have their own U.S. Post Office on site. So you can go ahead, put in your family or friend's address, take it right to the post office and get it mailed same day. You followed us on adventures through your favorite theme parks, carnivals, fairs. Today, we're gonna be doing an adventure out in nature. We are here in Natural Bridge, Virginia, a huge rock formation we can't wait to check out. Let's go on an adventure that rocks. So while you're walking to Natural Bridge or coming from Natural Bridge, if you've brought something, maybe you've packed it in a little ice pack cooler or something, they've got tons of picnic tables out here. So you can sit back, enjoy the nature, enjoy the environment, eat some sandwiches if you brought them, chips. If you brought s'mores, share them with me. They do have gift shops and snack areas also, but sometimes when it's the off season, it's just best to plan ahead, bring some water, some Gatorade, other snacks or something, even feed the squirrels. You probably didn't hear me say that because I don't know if it's really allowed. So feed me instead if you're out here. Let's keep on exploring out. Out here also, just to let you know, they don't allow bears on a leash. Well, they don't allow you to bring a bear, period. However, dogs on a leash, absolutely okay. So take your dog on that nature walk and go explore. I always say take some time to explore. Even out here at Natural Bridge, Virginia, in the natural environment, they have trails all over for you to walk around. And the streams and stuff that you can see down here below me is a natural riverbed. You can hear the sound of the water running through, the beauty of the rocks under it. Some great pictures to be had out here at Natural Bridge, Virginia. Just take that time. Check out the massiveness of that structure. It is 90 foot high, 40 foot in width.
I thought it was 200 feet high.
Probably. Check out the massiveness of that structure. It is 215 feet high. The walls, 40 feet thick. That span between the walls, 90 feet. This structure is so massive and strong, there's actually a road on top. So you can actually drive across the top of it. So that tells you right there, how strong is this structure? Enough to hold cars and your family to drive across the top of it. When you're out in nature or anywhere, try to always pay attention to the signs. Because in the edits that you don't see, I admit, I'm clumsy also. So warning falling rocks, watch when I'm around also. So help me out. If you've ever been to Natural Bridge, Virginia before, I came across these steps to nowhere. I have no idea where they go. I can keep walking up, but I'm just gonna run into that tree. So put in the comments down below. If you've been out here, Where were these steps going? Or what was the purpose of these steps? I'd love to know. Make sure to put that in the comments below. So as you're here and you're looking at the size and just massiveness of this structure, you may be thinking, how old is this? It is estimated to be 500 million years old. That's huge. Can you imagine celebrating its birthday that many times? At the height of its peak, it's estimated to be 1,160 feet above sea level. Behind me is a white square that you'll notice on the wall of the rock of the natural bridge. In that white square is the letters GW. It's a bit of a history lesson, but it has not been confirmed. But it is believed that the water at one point in 1750 was so high that George Washington at one point came through and carved his initials right there on the wall. And just to preserve history, if it really was him, that is what the white square is for, so people that are looking for that little piece of history can definitely find it. Not entirely sure if it's true or not. You can ask anyone here from the National Park Service. They say that's the story, but there is no historical documentation to verify that's what's really happened. Now let's see, but I'm hearing they are not letting me go into the water even at this level to carve my initials in that rock. Here is a bit of real history for you. On July 5th, 1774, you may have heard of the owner of Natural Bridge and the 157 acres around it. It was owned by Thomas Jefferson. He actually bought it for 20 shillings. And I'm not that familiar, so put in the comments below what you think 20 shillings would have been worth at the time. Trail going to or from Natural Bridge and you just want to get a quick bite, there's nothing like some great food out here at the Cedar Creek Cafe. Right now it's in the off season because I would love for these doors to be open and show you some of the delicious food that's coming out. But take a look at this place. Behind me there's a screen. Like I said, I've never been here before, so in the comments below put down, do they show children's movies? Perhaps they show history of the Natural Bridge itself? But they even have this grand fireplace, so I can just imagine in the wintertime putting some wood on that fire, lighting it up, although I'm sure it's supposed to be park reps doing that and not us general public putting wood on that fire. But even with it being closed, maybe you need something to drink. It is hot out here. We definitely want you to keep hydrated. So make sure to keep bottles of water with you at all times.
How do you know they have great food?
Well, it says right here, great food. So obviously it must be great out here at Cedar Creek Cafe. The sign can't be wrong. On September 24, 2016, Natural Bridge, Virginia became a Virginia state park, just as Jefferson would have wanted it. Included with your ticket out here, take time to keep on going on some of these trails. This trail leads you to the Monacan Living History exhibit. We're gonna go in and explore what all they have to offer out here. As we enter the living exhibit out here, take note, they try to keep it as real as possible. 7-foot tall trees, and these walls are packed with mud. But that's to help keep, in those times, all the wild animals and prey from coming in and attacking their village. Out here, you can even go in and out of wigwams. You can look around in there, you can smell the campfires. as if it was still burning. And maybe they do it on weekends or nights or something, maybe early in the mornings, because I mean, when you're in there, you can smell, it smells fresh in there. But also you can look around and see pelts hanging from the ceiling. You can see the pots that would be used probably for cooking items. So just take that time and explore the structures out here. They even have a longhouse set up that we're standing inside right now. This is big enough where the clans or families could come together for communes, ceremonies, just that great get together amongst the families, the tribes. And you can come in, you can still look around, you can see all the pelts still hanging. They have 2 different campfires set up on each side, which is kind of cool when you think about it, because in those winter times, if everyone's all curled up on all these benches, one fire's just not going to do it. But having both on each side, that's like in your house where you've got heaters on each side of your living room or something. So kind of cool to see that happening out here. We hope you enjoyed that quick view of the Monacan Living History exhibit. Now we're going to go into the air conditioning and check out the gift shop. This place is great for kids. You can even get an education with them before you go discover that Natural Bridge Trail, just to give them something to do and get them excited about going out there. Down here on the bottom floor, they got a base camp. This is for kids to come in, touch, explore, get excited about their surroundings. They even have an animal exhibit of maybe some of the animals they may see while on that trail to go to the Natural Bridge. I don't know about you, but out here at the gift shop, attached to a visitor center at a national park, this has got to be one of the largest gift shops I've ever seen. They got walking sticks, sunblock, of course all your t-shirts, puzzles, stuffed animals, just all kinds of stuff to get that Natural Bridge souvenir that you need. Looking for something to eat when you're inside the gift shop, inside the visitor center? They have Archway Deli. You can get the classic BLT if you want. They even have nachos, ice cream, and plenty of tables for you to sit, whether it's being cool with the air conditioning or warm in the winter time. Just keep it in mind, you need something to eat, they've got you all hooked up. We hope you enjoyed our brief look out here at Natural Bridge, Virginia. We all know that I love and am passionate about going to those amusement parks, getting on those rides, eating that carnival food, theme park food, but take that time to explore your natural environment, whether it's state parks, county parks, the woods behind your house. Take that time to get out in nature and explore. Make each and every day an adventure that rocks.